Hey everyone, and welcome back for another Save File Residence overview. And this week we are visiting StrangerVille, and we are starting with the Woods household. Willow was raised in the foster care system. All she knows about her birth mother is she lived in a small desert town named StrangerVille. Now that she has aged out of the system, Willow has moved to StrangerVille, hoping to connect to the parents she never knew. Will she uncover her family mystery, or fall knee-deep into an entirely different mystery? And this is Willow's house. It's not very big. It's not quite, I don't think it's classed as a tiny house. And this is the inside of the house. Living room, dining room, kitchen, and bedroom are all in one room. And then you have a bathroom. There's not a lot going on, but it's still a cute little starter house, I guess. I don't know that it's actually a starter house in price. And this is Willow. And for her aspiration, she wants to have a big, happy family. I think it has everything to do with the fact that she never knew her birth parents and she was in and out of the foster system, or she was in the foster system until she aged out. For her career, she doesn't have one, and I can't remember whether that was on purpose or accidental. It seems like I had put her in the military career. I have actually played her before, but that was long ago. I think actually she was my test sim for the StrangerVille story. But anyway, for her skills, she's level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she is self-assured, a loner, and good, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes photography and cooking and dislikes singing. For music, she likes alternative and strange tunes and dislikes electronica. For conversation topics, she likes silly behavior and affection and dislikes gossip. And for sim characteristics, she likes optimistic sims and homebody sims and dislikes pessimistic sims. And her favorite colors are orange and brown, and she dislikes red. And she is not part of any clubs. But that is Willow, so we will move on to the next household. Next household is the Sheffield household. Frank is in the military, and like a few co-workers, has been relocated to Strangerville due to odd behaviors from the locals. His duty is to keep the secret lab, well, secret. His wife, Rosemary, and their 2 daughters, Heather and Ray, are used to relocating, but think something's definitely not right with Strangerville. And this is the Sheffield's house. Here's the front, and here's the back. And this is the first floor. You have a little hallway, foyer, and a bathroom. And then you have the living room, a dining room, a sitting room, and then you have a decently sized kitchen. And on the second floor, you have the bedrooms. You have Frank and Rosemary's room, Heather's room, and Ray's room. And then there's an extra bedroom. And this is Frank. For his aspiration, he wants to have a successful lineage. He doesn't really care what his kids do. He just wants them to succeed in life. For his career, he is an evidence eraser in the covert operation branch of the military career, which is level 6. For his skills, he is level 1 in charisma, level 6 in parenting, level 8 in fitness and logic. For his traits, he is active, loves the outdoors, and family-oriented, and he has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes retro and Americana and dislikes jazz. For hobbies and skills, he likes fishing and fitness and dislikes gardening. His favorite colors are blue and white, and he dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, he likes hardworking sims, family-motivated sims, high-energy sims, and nature enthusiasts, and he dislikes ambitionless sims. For conversation topics, he likes discussing hobbies and affection and dislikes pranks. And he is part of the Bait and Tackle club, which I'm pretty sure we have talked about before. Next up is his wife, Rosemary. And for her aspirations, she wants to be the friend of the world. She's just a very social sim. She doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home mom. For her skills, she is level 1 in charisma and level 8 in parenting. I will probably give her some cooking and baking and maybe some gardening. I'm not sure yet, but definitely cooking and baking for sure. For her traits, she is a goofball, clumsy, and family-oriented, and she has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes blues and easy listening and dislikes metal. For hobbies and skills, she likes comedy and baking and dislikes dancing. For conversation topics, she likes jokes and affection and dislikes malicious interactions. For sim characteristics, she likes funny sims and family motivated sims and dislikes pessimistic sims. And her favorite colors are red and pink, and she dislikes blue. And she is part of the Goofballs Club, and that is all. Next up is their oldest daughter, Heather. For her aspiration, she also wants to be the friend of the world. She is a C student in high school. For her skills, she is level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she is active, outgoing, and has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes alternative and pop and dislikes DJ booth. For hobbies and skills, she likes wellness and fitness and dislikes bowling. Her favorite colors are yellow and pink, and she dislikes brown. For sim characteristics, she likes high energy sims and spirited sims and dislikes egotistical sims. And for conversation topics, she likes small talk, gossip, and deep thoughts, and dislikes potty humor. And she is not part of any clubs. And this is the youngest daughter, Ray. And for her aspirations, she wants to be a whiz kid. She wants to learn everything she can. She is a C student in grade school. For her skills, she's level 1 in social, which looks like she's gaining right now, so that might be different in your game. And she's also level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she is a goofball. So she has the whiz kid aspiration trait, but she's a goofball. You'd think she'd be a social butterfly, but maybe I just wanted to give her something else. I don't know. I don't know what my thought process was with that. Anyway, for likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes comedy and dislikes pipe organ. For music, she likes tween pop and kids radio, and she dislikes backyard music. For conversation topics, she likes silly behavior, potty humor, and jokes, and she dislikes deception and gossip. For sim characteristics, she likes funny sims and dislikes argumentative sims. And her favorite colors are yellow and blue, and she dislikes purple. And she is part of the Goofball Juniors Club, and that is all. And that is the Sheffield household, so we will move on to the next household. Next up is the Myers household. Newlyweds Alana and Samara have relocated to StrangerVille to help investigate the weird behaviors with the locals. Samara is a scientist, and she thinks she can figure out what's causing this and fix it. Alana, along with a few other military personnel, have been tasked with guarding the secret lab. This isn't the best way to begin a marriage, but Alana and Samara knew what they were getting into when they said I do. And this is the Myers house. This is the front, and this is the back if you can see it. And this is the first floor. You have a living room and a laundry room and a bathroom, a kitchen, a dining room, and a little sitting area. I didn't really know what to do with that, so I just put that there because it's kind of an oddly shaped house. On the second floor, you have 3 bedrooms, and then you have Alana and Samara's room, and they have a computer. And this is Alana. And for her aspirations, she wants to be the friend of the world. For her career, she is a lacking corporal in the military career, which is level 3. For her skills, she is level 1 in charisma, comedy, and level 4 in fitness. For her traits, she is self-assured, active, and outgoing, and she has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes hip-hop and new age and dislikes tween pop. For hobbies and skills, she likes wellness and fitness and dislikes baking. Her favorite colors are orange and blue, and she dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, she likes optimistic sims and high-energy sims and dislikes pessimistic sims. And for conversation topics, she likes physical intimacy and affection and dislikes arguments. And this is Samara. And for her aspirations, she wants to solve the StrangerVille mystery. She wants to figure out what's going on and fix it, like the description said. And she thinks since she's a scientist, if she can get into the science lab, she might be able to figure it out. She is an apprentice inventor in the scientist career, which is level 2. I know the scientist career doesn't really actually take you to the secret lab, but I figured that the two would tie in together pretty well. For her skills, she is level 1 in charisma. I would probably also give her some logic and maybe a few more. For her traits, she is ambitious, a genius, and good, and she has the home turf aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes robotics and rocket science. For music, she likes classical and easy listening and dislikes metal. For conversation topics, she likes physical intimacy and deep thoughts, and she dislikes gossip. For sim characteristics, she likes cerebral sims and hardworking sims, and dislikes argumentative sims. And her favorite colors are gray and purple, and she dislikes red. And she is not part of any clubs. And that is the Myers household, so we will move on to the next household. Next up is the Swanson household. The Swansons are your average suburban family. Mom Maggie was PTA president in their old city. Dad Lawrence is a computer whiz. So why would a family like the Swansons live in a town like Strangerville? When Lawrence's aunt died, she left him the house. Not sure what to do with the house, they decided to move in, give it a few months, and decide whether to sell it or keep it. And this is the Swanson's house. It's very pink. I guess, what's his face? Lawrence's aunt really liked pink. But anyway, this is the front, and this is the back, and you have a swimming pool, and a gazebo, and a play area for the kids. And this is the first floor. You walk into the foyer, and there's a little powder room. And I guess you could call that like a formal living room. And then there's an office, a kitchen, a family room, and a dining room. And on the second floor, you have the bedrooms. You have Lawrence and Maggie's room, Shane's room, Colin's room, and Cooper's room. And then you have a couple bathrooms. And this is Lawrence. And for his aspiration, he wants to be a computer whiz. For his career, he is the next big thing in the startup entrepreneur branch of the tech guru career, which is level 7. And oh my gosh, that is a mouthful. For his skills, he's level 2 in charisma, level 5 in parenting, and he is level 10 or maxed programming and logic. For his traits, he is ambitious, a genius, and family oriented, and he has the quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes programming and robotics and dislikes fitness. For music, he likes classical and focus and dislikes hip-hop. His favorite colors are blue and brown, and he dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, he likes cerebral sims and hardworking sims and dislikes ambitionless sims. And for conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and affection and dislikes pranks. And he is not part of any clubs. Next up is his wife, Maggie. And for her aspirations, she wants to be the friend of the world. There's a lot of friend of the world aspirations in Strangerville, I'm noticing. For her career, she is a stay-at-home mom. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma and level 5 in gardening, cooking, and parenting. For her traits, she loves the outdoors, is family-oriented and cheerful, and she has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes backyard music and island music and dislikes electronica music. For hobbies and skills, she likes gardening and cooking and dislikes mixology. For conversation topics, she likes jokes and affection and dislikes complaints. For sim characteristics, she likes family-motivated sims and nature enthusiasts, and she dislikes argumentative sims. And her favorite colors are blue and gray, and she dislikes yellow. And she is not part of any club. But you could probably do like a PTA, but I don't really see how that would work. But anyway. Next up is their son, Shane. And for his aspiration, he wants to be the friend of the world, too. He is a C student in high school, and he is also a llama scout. For his skill, he is level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is active and a bro, and he has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes alternative and hip-hop and dislikes classical. For hobbies and skills, he likes rock climbing and fitness and dislikes wellness. For conversation topics, he likes jokes and pranks and dislikes gossip. For sim characteristics, he likes high-energy sims and spirited sims, and he dislikes homebody sims. And his favorite colors are yellow and green, and he dislikes red. And he is part of the Strangerville Scouts. And that is all. Next up is Cooper. And for his aspiration, he wants to be a whiz kid. He is a C student in grade school, and he is also a llama scout. For his skills, he is level 1 in motor, which it looks like he's gaining right now, so it'd be different, might be different in your game. And level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is cheerful. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes video gaming and dislikes fitness. For music, he likes kids radio and pop and dislikes Americana. His favorite colors are blue and green, and he dislikes purple. For sim characteristics, he likes optimistic sims and dislikes pessimistic sims, which makes sense. For conversation topics, he likes small talk, gossip, compliments, silly behavior, and affection, and he dislikes malicious interactions. And he is also part of the Strangerville Scouts Club. The last member of the household is Colin, and for his skills, he is level 1 in movement. For his trait, he is wild, and that is all. And that is the Swanson household. So we will move on to the next household. And next up is the Dudley household. On the outside, the Dudleys look and act like your typical perfect family. And they are, because Mother is perfect. And this is the Dudley's house. It's a cute little yellow Victorian, I guess. But here's the front. Here's the back. They're pretty much the same, just a couple little things changed. Back in the back, they have some bizarre fruits growing, because my intention, I guess, was for them to be kind of like a mini mother cult, a family of mother followers, I guess. I don't know, the mother plant or whatever. This is the first floor. You have a living room and a bathroom and a dining room and a kitchen. And upstairs you have the bedrooms. You have Dwayne and Denise's room, Danielle's room, and Dawn's room. And this is Denise, and for her aspiration, she wants to be the friend of the world. I guess they're trying to start up a cult. I don't know. You could take it however you want it. You can do whatever you want to with them. I've never actually played them. But anyway, for her skills, she is level 5 in gardening, cooking, and parenting. For her traits, she is outgoing, family-oriented, and cheerful, and she has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes easy listening and Americana and dislikes electronica. For hobbies and skills, she likes gardening and cooking and dislikes piano. For conversation topics, she likes deep thoughts and dislikes malicious interactions. For sim characteristics, she likes optimistic sims and family-motivated sims, and she dislikes pessimistic sims. And her favorite colors are yellow and white, and she dislikes orange. And she is not part of any club. Next up is Dwayne, her husband, and for his aspiration, he wants to have a successful lineage. For his career, he is a regional manager in the business career, which is level 5. For his skills, he is level 5 in charisma, logic, and parenting. For his traits, he is outgoing, a goofball, and family-oriented, and he has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes blues and retro, and dislikes tween pop. For hobbies and skills, he likes comedy and bowling, and dislikes media production. His favorite colors are red and white, and he dislikes green. For sim characteristics, he likes funny sims and family-motivated sims, and dislikes idealistic sims. And he doesn't have conversation topics. I'm not sure. I guess I may have overlooked him whenever I was adding them to all the households. I may have forgotten him. And he is not part of any clubs. Next up is their oldest daughter, Dawn, and she also wants to be the friend of the world. They're just a very happy family. I'm thinking it's the bizarre fruit, but okay. She is an A student in high school. For her skills, she is level 1 in gardening. For her traits, she is outgoing, a bookworm, and gregarious. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes writing and singing and dislikes comedy. For music, she likes pop and S-pop and dislikes kids radio. For conversation topics, she likes jokes and affection and dislikes gossip. And for sim characteristics, she likes cerebral sims and family-motivated sims and dislikes argumentative sims. And her favorite colors are purple and white, and she dislikes brown. And she is not part of any clubs. Next up is the youngest daughter, Danielle, and for her aspirations, she wants to be a social butterfly. This, like I said, this family is very happy and very social. She is an A student in grade school. For her skills, she is level 1 in motor and level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she is cheerful. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes photography and dislikes mischief. For music, she likes tween pop and kids radio and dislikes blues. Her favorite colors are gray and pink, and she dislikes green. For sim characteristics, she likes optimistic sims and family-motivated sims and dislikes pessimistic sims. And for conversation topics, she likes discussing hobbies and discussing interests, and she dislikes gossip. And she is not part of any clubs either. And that is the Dudley household. So we will move on to the final household. And finally, the Bullard household. Barry knows something happened in the StrangerVille secret lab. He just needs to gain access to look around. The military is in town now, and there are guards at the lab around the clock. His son Daryl is also starting to get interested in his dad's latest theory, and Darlene worries it's only a matter of time before Bobby gets involved too. How much more can she take of her husband's craziness? Will Barry finally prove he's been right all along? And this is the Bullard's house. This is the front. It has a wraparound porch, or most of the way. Here's the backyard. There's not a lot going on in the backyard. And this is one of the rare occasions that I actually have a basement. And I'll tell you more about it in a minute. But here is the basement. You have a laundry room and a little it's hidden behind some bookshelves. a little listening room, a little, I don't know what you would call this room, but this is basically Barry's sanctuary. He comes down here to figure out things of what's going on in Strangerville. And on the first floor, the ground floor, you have the main living space. You have the living room, a kitchen, and a dining room. And upstairs are the bedrooms. You have Bobby's room, Barry and Darlene's room, and you have Daryl's room and a couple bathrooms. So let's meet the household. And this is Barry. And for his aspiration, he wants to solve the StrangerVille mystery. He knows something is up. Everybody else might be oblivious or might know a little too much because they're in the military, but he's one of the few civilians that knows something is not right, knows something's up, and he's determined to figure it out and to expose it, basically. So he's basically the conspiracy theorist of Strangerville. Everybody thinks he's crazy, and his wife is just getting aggravated with the way that he's so obsessed over everything. But it's up to you, if you play this household, to decide whether he was right or wrong. I mean, I think he's right because, mother. But anyway, he doesn't have a career. I think that was on purpose. So, because, maybe he lost his career because he was so focused on the Strangerville mystery that he wasn't focusing on his job. For his skills, he is level 1 in charisma. I'd probably give him a couple more skills, but what those would be, I'm not 100% sure. Probably definitely fishing, and maybe a little bit of logic. I don't know. For his traits, he is self-assured, paranoid, and family-oriented, and he has the home turf aspiration trait. And he's also infected, but I don't know if that's like that in the normal game. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes retro and Americana and dislikes jazz. For hobbies and skills, he likes fishing and handiness and dislikes DJ mixing. His favorite colors are red and black, and he dislikes orange. For sim characteristics, he likes family-motivated sims and spirited sims and dislikes emotional decision makers. For conversation topics, he likes gossip and deep thoughts, and he dislikes pranks. He is the leader of the Bait and Tackle Club, which we've talked about before. So that is Barry. So let's move on to his wife, Darlene. Darlene wants to be a freelance botanist. She likes gardening. She likes all of that. She's just fed up with her husband's theories and his obsession. She wants him to just get a job, go back to work. I think maybe she might be a little bit worried that if he gets too close to the mystery, something will happen. For her career, she works as an assistant dishwasher in the culinary career, which is level 1. Basically, she had to get a job because he was so obsessed that they were about to lose the house. I assume. That's what I would think. She is level 1 in charisma. I'd probably give her some cooking skill as well. For her traits, she is outgoing, a foodie, and family-oriented, and she has the collector aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes easy listening and Americana and dislikes hip-hop. For hobbies and skills, she likes baking and cooking and dislikes handiness. I'd probably also add gardening to that. Her favorite colors are blue and white, and she dislikes brown. For sim characteristics, she likes optimistic sims and family-motivated sims, and she dislikes pessimistic sims. And for conversation topics, she likes discussing hobbies and affection and dislikes potty humor. And she is not part of any clubs. Next up is their son, Daryl, who is downstairs researching, I guess. I don't know. We'll just say he's researching. Anyway, he is starting to fall into the same path as his dad. At first, thought his dad was a little bit weird and a little bit crazy for these theories and everything, but then he started really actually listening and all of that. So now he's starting to wonder. I mean, there's been some things that going on with some of their neighbors. And he's thinking, okay, well, maybe dad isn't completely whacked in the head. For his aspiration, he also wants to solve the Strangerville mystery, maybe the two of them together. He is a C student in high school. He is also a llama scout. For his skills, he is level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is self-assured and loves the outdoors, and he has the home turf aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes electronica and metal and dislikes S-pop. For hobbies and skills, he likes fishing and rock climbing and dislikes wellness. His favorite colors are blue and green, and he dislikes yellow. For sim characteristics, he likes high-energy sims and nature enthusiasts, and he dislikes homebody sims. And for conversation topics, he likes gossip and deep thoughts, and dislikes small talk. And he is part of the Bait and Tackle Club as well as the StrangerVille Scouts. And that is all. Next up is the youngest son, Bobby. And Darlene is trying as hard as she can to not let him fall down the same rabbit hole as her husband and her oldest son. For Bobby's aspiration, he wants to be a whiz kid. He is a C student in grade school, and he is also a llama scout. For his skill, he is level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is a genius. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes DJ booth and kids radio and dislikes classical. For hobbies and skills, he likes fishing and video gaming and dislikes piano. His favorite colors are blue and gray, and he dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, he likes cerebral sims and dislikes idealistic sims. And for conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and dislikes small talk. And he is part of the Bait and Tackle Club as well as the StrangerVille Scouts. But that is the Bullard household. And those are the households of StrangerVille. And I guess that is all from me for now. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.